me just go ahead and say this. Women, you control the entire relationship. And I say this because a man could come after you. I don't care how fine he is. I don't care how much money he got. I don't care about any of that. You had the final say if you accept that guy. So he could come to you and say, girl, listen, I got money out the yin yang, I got this, that, and other thing. You could say no. But when you say, okay, I'll deal with you, you had the final say, not us. So when you say, okay, I accept you, then you pretty much say, I'm open myself up to anything that happens to me. So you have to
False.
control that.
For we didn't say open up to anything. We accepted you under these conditions in the beginning, yeah. And then you get into a situation and then it's like, psych. Oh boy, yeah. Let me take what you said in the other ones. Take the mask off. No, y'all have so many masks. So many masks.
Yes, yes.
And it's like, I most of the women that I know,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if they're dating with this number of masks on. Like, it's just regular girls trying to find a regular relationship, trying to be respectful, not trying to take advantage of any guy. And it's always like, where the refund at, man? Bring that ass back. Come on. Nah.
But see,
He ain't it.
there's your $1 million mistake. Your $1 million mistake is to look at him and think that what he's saying to you is who he is. And for men, we're never going to take the mask off and say, here's how vulnerable I am. You know, I just need love. It's not a LL Cool J song, I need love. This is a dude that's saying, I have an agenda. And based on how you look and based on how you carry yourself, my agenda changes accordingly. So if you're fine,
Okay.
and I'm like, okay, you're fine. So I'm going to do what I can do to get next to you. To
So
kinda get
you've
to you.
already summed me up in your intentions for me.
In the beginning, yes. Because I don't really know
Whereas
you.
me, I just was trying to see if you was going to get me on the path to marriage, because
Hell no.
generally that's what I'd be in the, like, that's
Men-
what, why else are the women dating?
Well,
They're trying to find the men, getting them to the finish line.
see,
Yeah, we're looking for that forever guy.
that's what y'all looking for.
Yeah, that's
That's what y'all
and you
looking for.
know that's what we looking for.
But for us,
Uh-huh.
we're the only. Let's be honest. I'm not speaking for all men. I'm speaking for quite a few men. They're not looking at the woman and say, you know what? Damn, that's something I want to get married to. Especially if you're young. You ain't trying to get tied down. No. You trying to get it.
So you saying to me that when men scope us out, the first thing they not thinking about is marriage?
Hell no. Hell to the no. They ain't thinking about no goddamn marriage. Talking about, I'm gonna put a ring on your finger, put your nice little house with white picket fence, and we had 3.5 kids and a dog, and maybe have a RV to travel the country. Hell no.
Yeah.
We're looking at you like, damn, she fine. And I wonder how good is she. I wonder how she could. I wonder what she could. What makes her special? I wonder if we're thinking tangibles. We're not thinking about if I'm gonna walk down the aisle and what color scheme is going to be, what kind of ring you
And y'all
want,
trying
all
to
that
grow
stuff.
old together type of thing.
No.
You don't.
No.
Y'all not ready to grow
No,
old.
at 20-some years of age, we're not thinking about marriage. We are
At
not.
what age are we thinking about marriage in the dating realm?
To be honest, I'm gonna use this term, the level of manhood that the guy's in. Mm-hmm. If he's at, I'm gonna use level 1, he's probably looking at 30, because by 18 to 29, he's out there. I don't use the term sowing his wild oats, but he's out there searching and just trying to figure what he likes. Because
So you gotta taste all the flavors to see which ones
we're
you
gonna
like.
sample. We're gonna sample some butter pecan. We're gonna maybe some samples. Vanilla, chocolate. Neapolitan. You may sample. You may like a little taste of this now and then. Sometimes you may like a little bit. Sometimes you may not like it. But you're not just gonna settle. I'm just gonna grab this particular flavor and that's what I'm gonna flow with, because you're young.
Okay.
boys refuse to grow up and be men. They want to play that. They want to use that term "men" when it's convenient.
Yeah.
I'm a man because I'm a man. Any real man don't go around tell people I'm a man.
Yeah. I've
Because
never
real
heard any
men
of them say it
do
out
handle their
loud.
business. Real men just do it.
Yeah.
But when you hear boys talk about, oh, I'm a man, I got a gang of kids, and blah, 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 first of all, you're taking care of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first question. And when you hear people talk, well, I got 4 or 5 kids, are you taking care of them?
Because it's hard.
Very hard.
When you got more than 3, I mean, it's very hard. I mean, it's the fact that you have 3, I thought technically would be the max if they're active and have sports and
Yeah,
stuff. So what
exactly.
could you possibly be doing with 4 plus children?
They're looking at the boys look at the money aspect of it. All
Oh,
they look
because
at
you
is
send
the
home
money.
the money.
Yeah, I sent that money, and that money should
No.
deal with this. That's such a small part of it. It's a good part of it, but a small part of it because you also got to be there for that kid's emotional well-being.
You have to properly influence your children.
Yes. If you don't, society will, or that guy who's now raising will. You know who that guy is.
Or no one will properly influence your child, and he'll probably be a man-child. He'll stay a
Yes.
boy,
Yes.
which we see today.
We see it all the time. Next year, you know, he driving the girl's car. She going to work, baby boy. He's not doing anything, and then when we get paid, I
Yeah,
ain't
and
got
then
no
you're
money.
mad because the woman is mad that you're driving around in her vehicle
In her car, you're not even on insurance.
while she's at work and you're picking up other women. But somehow when she says enough is enough, you mad.
Yep.
It's like, that's the audacity.
And that is the reason why we have to go back and make some changes on how we deal with raising kids as men. Mm-hmm. Real men know that we got to do what we need to do. And even tell real men how real men think. When my son was, since he's been around, and there's times when I'll be in the living room and at nighttime he sleep, wife sleep, and I'm looking out the window like, am I doing enough? You know, I'm busting my butt. I'm working, 12-hour days and everything. Am I really, truly doing enough to take care of him? And let me tell you, my father-in-law, he passed. I miss that man, great man. And I asked him that question. He said, son, that's what men do. Men don't sit back and go to bed and think like, oh, I've done all I can do and go to bed and sleep very well. He said you don't. Because as a man, you're always looking to make sure that you're taking care of your family at every turn, making sure that you're doing enough to take care of your family at every
Yeah.
turn. So when I was like, so it's not unusual that I'm up at 2 or 3 in the morning. I go in there, see my wife in there sleep. She comfortably sleep. My son, he in there sleep. I go in there and kiss him on the head. Like, I'm just happy. I'm just hoping that I'm the role model for you. I'm hoping I'm doing enough to say, hey, you're gonna learn how to be a man for me. And those are constant things that I always told myself growing up, with the family, with a young child, that am I doing enough? And I keep pushing myself. And that's what men do. Men, you go out your way and make sure you're doing all you can to make sure that you take care of your family.
Absolutely.
But there's a lot of guys that don't think that way.
I mean, that when you say they go to sleep real easy, I can understand why some men would drink. That's gonna put them to sleep. They're not sitting up thinking about that all night.
No.
They said, no, let me toss two back and get rid of those thoughts and go to sleep, because I'm gonna have to wake up and do it all over again. I can
And-
understand. Okay.
And that's why a lot of them, they use things because, let me tell you, there's times that I would get up at 6, son got to be at school by 8:15. I'll be at work, and then I'll come down, pick him up from school. Then he got, if he got lacrosse or whatever, then we go get something to eat, and then he has homework and all that. But for me, I still got work to do, so I'm spending my time, quality time and everything with him. Then I got to work because I got to make up for the time during the day I didn't work.
Absolutely.
So I got to do that. That was a given. And I mean, for you, this time he would wake up and be like looking for me, like, "Damn, you still working?" "Yeah." "Going back to sleep, son. This ain't your concern. You going to school. You being good.
you did your job.
That's your
You
job.
did your task. Yeah.
My job is staying here, making sure I take care, handle my business, to make sure I take care of the family, so the
Right.
family doesn't want for anything."